Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jennifer Jefferies, the present-day wise woman, a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This podcast is for those who are wanting to really rock their lives and health and live from a place of prevention. Let's get into today's episode. Is it urgent or is it important? Think about it. Is it urgent or is it important? Welcome to podcast number 15. I wanted to talk about this today. Now, if you're watching this, I'll just pull that off my computer. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see me holding up a very cruddy piece of paper, an old Post-it note that's faded and curled up and wrinkled. And it says urgent versus important with a love heart on it. That note has been on my computer for years. And I really mean years, guys. I'll just stick it back on my computer. Why? Because I learned this principle years ago and I've taken it on as a habit, and I promise it brings some sanity to my life. You know, I remember back to the old days, way before we had mobile phones and internets and all the other kind of stuff, and this life that's given us this sense that we have to be living like instant all the time. And, you know, we'd ring someone and we'd leave them a message or a letter back in the letter writing days and everything. And we would say, please get back to us ASAP. ASAP is as soon as possible. And we did. We got back to them as soon as possible. None of this instantaneous stuff. And it had a totally different vibe about it. And there wasn't that stress of urgency on people that we have nowadays. And really interesting is that the world survived. We did. We all survived. We got out there and we got life and we were efficient and productive and all those things without this franticness on us that there is nowadays, that people, they get a message and they think, oh, I have to answer right away. No, you don't. No, you don't. So that's why I want to talk about this today. So it was actually President Eisenhower, so ex-US President Eisenhower, and he coined what he called the urgent versus important principle. And I honestly have taken this in as a system in my own life. And it's for identifying tasks or things, activities and things that you need to do that you could either delegate or ignore or act on. This is it. So urgent, you imagine, is urgent. You think, that's it. The world is going to end. If I don't do this right now, like right now, the world will end. It requires immediate attention. And I know that when you look at some of your texts, you think, I have to answer this right now. I have to act and do on this right now, no matter what you're doing. And you drop this and you go to that and you're all over the place. And there's this franticness, this chaotic energy about people. And that just puts us in survival mode, and it's taking years off our lives. In the episode where I talk about telomeres, that kind of energy is just taxing our bodies and taking years and decades off our life, and it's not cool. So this is really important. Is something really urgent? And that's why that note sits on my computer and I look at it every single day. So it doesn't matter what comes across my desk, what message comes on my phone or anything, I think, okay, will the world end right now if I don't do this? Can I? And it's not about procrastinating. That's a whole different game. But it's about just assessing and going, what do I need to do with this? That's it. So urgent means it puts us in that reactive mode. And it's kind of like we're on the defensive. It's like, it's negative, it's hurried, it's hurried, it's narrow focus. You can't see. It's like, I've just got to do this. Not good for our health. But important is like, yep, I have to get this done. I will get this done. And it goes on my list. I run on lists. I run on 3x5 card notes or notes in my phone that I prioritize every day. And the difference is I can take that franticness out of my life and operate from being responsive versus to being reactive. Now, the goal is that we manage our stress. We can't make stress go away. We want to manage it and not feed it. And for me, I've been able to reframe that. I keep looking at the note on my computer because it's real. It has sat on my computer for so many years. But it's a way that I deal with life. You know, I talk about, well, when I'm working, traveling as a speaker, I speak about how to prevent burnout in the workplace and how to manage life and stress, because I burned out in my 20s. I did it. And that was back in no telephone days. But nowadays I see people, everything is so instant. It's got people are just sitting on edge all the time, and it's not good for our adrenal glands. It just isn't. We are going down a slippy path that's not cool. Like I say, the goal in life is to manage stress, not feed it. So what if you just decided to reframe, look at a task, doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a message or an email or something, and just reframe it. How, is it urgent or is it important? Can I delegate it? Can I put it to another time? Do I have to action this right at this moment? Is it important? Yep, I'll get it done, but I can move it to the other list. What is it? What if you just played that game for the next week and see if you can get some of the franticness out of your life so that you're not in reactive mode constantly? Because I promise that's taking years off your life. Sounds easy. I promise it will be a challenge sometimes, but once you bring it into a habit, it really works. And I have done this for dozens of years now, and it's well and truly one of my stress management kind of strategies, and it really does work for me. So today's healthy life hacks are: 1, when anything comes across your desk, whether it's an email or a message on the phone, whatever it is, ask yourself, can you reschedule it? Can you reschedule it, or can you delegate it? Does this have to be actioned right at this moment? Can I do it later, or can someone else do it for me? Healthy life hack number 2 is it's actually okay to say no. I just want to put this in here too, politely, because so often, people and a request will come for you to do something and you go, oh, yeah, okay, I will do it. And you're in reactive mode and you're in stress mode, and it's not good. And it's not necessarily feeding you. It's okay to respectfully say, love to be able to help you. However, at this time, that doesn't fit my schedule. I can do it for you on this date or this way and this time. Is that cool? And if they go, no, I need it done sooner, love to be able to help you, but I just can't at this time. You don't go, no, piss off, I don't want to do it. It's like, it's okay to say no politely, but you've got to run that, is it urgent or is it important conversation over your head first to make that decision. So take a breath and then act on it. And truly, say no if you need to say no. That's healthy life hack number 2. So guys, remember, if you want to get the show notes, head over to healthylifehacks.com.au. I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed my podcast, please let me know by leaving a review where you're listening in from. Every month, I draw one lucky person who leaves a review to have a free 1-hour consultation with me. If you would like to receive a free copy of my Feed Your Body ebook, simply click the link in the comments below and join my newsletter, and we will get that free ebook sent to you. I welcome your emails, and you can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, remember, when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.